It doesn't start with silence. It starts with a delay. A message that takes 3 seconds longer than it should, and your body notices before your brain does, because you don't think about signal until it's gone. And in a crisis, losing signal isn't inconvenient. It changes how a country behaves. Level 1 is the lag. Everything still works, but it feels heavier. Videos buffer, maps load slow, messages take longer to confirm. You refresh, you toggle airplane mode, you blame your phone. Because if it's your phone, it's controllable. But then you hear the same complaint from everyone else, and you realize it's not a device problem, it's a system problem. Level 2 is the drop. Calls fail randomly. You redial, it connects. You speak faster like speed can beat instability. Then it drops again. Nobody panics yet because it's inconsistent, and inconsistency is how your brain stays calm. If it works sometimes, it's probably fine. That's the trap. Level 3 is the fallback. Your phone quietly switches to a weaker network. Apps load like they're underwater. The blue dot on your map lags behind your real body. You start standing near windows, holding your phone higher, doing tiny rituals you never did before, because you're trying to negotiate with physics. Level 4 is the app graveyard. Some apps open, some don't. One chat app works for 10 minutes. Another becomes a spinning circle forever. And without anyone announcing it, everyone migrates. A group chat dies. Then you get a message somewhere else. Everyone here now. When infrastructure gets weak, humans rebuild it with habits. Level 5 is the SMS era. Photos stop sending. Voice notes fail. Links won't open. So people use the smallest thing that still works. Text. Short messages, no context, no warmth. Are you home? Meet at the usual place. Call failed. When bandwidth dies, emotions get compressed too. Level 6 is the hotspot pilgrimage. People start walking to known signal spots. A rooftop, a hill, a specific corner near a tower. You see small crowds holding phones up like antennas, and signal becomes a shared resource, which means it becomes a source of conflict. Stop downloading. You're slowing everyone down. Scarcity doesn't just reduce comfort, it reveals character. Level 7 is the banking freeze. Payments fail, cards decline, apps load forever. You stand at a counter holding your phone like a key, and the key doesn't turn. So cash returns overnight. ATMs get lines. Businesses insist on paper. And you remember something modern life hides. Money isn't just value, it's verification. Level 8 is isolation. When you can't reach people, your mind fills the gaps. A message doesn't deliver, and your brain writes the worst story. Fear grows in the space where information should be. A country becomes 1,000 small islands, families, streets, buildings, each operating on guesses. And that's when you understand the opposite of truth isn't lies. It's silence. Level 9 is the new channel. Eventually, people adapt. SMS first, call second, neighbors for verification, meeting points for certainty, paper notes in building lobbies, radio in the background. A blackout doesn't end communication. It just forces society to rebuild it from the ground up. Not with apps, with people. A signal blackout doesn't just cut connection. It changes behavior. And behavior changes everything. Because when signal becomes fragile, even normal life becomes heavy. First, it's lag, then drops, then migration, then cash, then rumors, then isolation. And by the time the bars come back, you realize the country that came back online isn't the same country.